This is The Weekly on ClickOrlando.com with Justin Warmoth.
Good morning, I'm Justin Warmoth. More and more school districts in Central Florida are now requiring student athletes to get an ECG on top of a physical before they can take the field. The movement, spearheaded by local nonprofit Who We Play For, a group of former Brevard County soccer players who watched their teammate collapse and die from sudden cardiac arrest. This morning, the organization's executive director, Evan Ernst, is here to talk about this life-saving push. First off, can you explain what Who We Play For is, how this began, where it began?
Who We Play For is the vision of a bunch of best friends in a community on the idea that every kid should be able to grow up if they have a detectable heart condition, no matter where they live or what sport they play. It got started because growing up in Central Florida, we watched our teammate, Rafe Macron, about a decade ago, collapse and die on a high school soccer field from a detectable heart condition that was missed in his annual sports physical. When Rafe died, we didn't realize that he represented the leading cause of death in all of sports, in all of schools, and in all of student athletes. So Who We Play For is the idea that that could be changed. It's a national movement to protect the heart of every kid.
So this Cocoa Beach 15-year-old, healthy, seemingly healthy, active, plays soccer, goes through all the physicals, and this is missed. And this is something as a high school baseball player myself, you go through the physicals and it's just kind of like a checklist. It's not, you're not thinking of this, but this is something that affects more people that think than folks realize.
Yeah. Amen. Amen. And the physical does a great thing for other parts, of course, but in the realm of the heart, the physical is terrible. It's just, it can never be accepted as good. It's a stethoscope and a couple questions that you flip through that parents click no to on everything. So the hope is you add an ECG, an electrocardiogram. It's a different strategy to catch a much higher percentage of abnormals. So if 1 to 4% of heart conditions are caught with the standard Florida High School Athletic Association physical, which is a widely accepted number, an ECG will catch anywhere from 80 to 95%. So our teammate who's buried in a soccer field from a detectable heart condition called hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, there's a 95% chance what he had is detectable through an ECG.
Wow. As a high schooler and seeing that, obviously it resonates, and you wouldn't be doing this had it not. So to be on that field and see that happen, I every day you wake up and you go and do this and try to get more districts to get involved and do this testing, that's got to be on top of mind.
Definitely. I actually came late to practice that day. I was stretching and icing, trying to get out of some running. But when I showed up, Rafe was collapsed on the ground and our teammates were all around him trying to figure out what to do, CPR, AEDs, et cetera. And to be able, and this goes on behalf of all of us who've worked on this for the last decade, when we realized what Rafe represented, that this isn't some lightning strike, 1 in a billion incident, that it's, as we said, the leading cause of death, arguably in all of children, that we had the chance with Who We Play For to represent every kid like Rafe and meet these families from across Central Florida, and the country who no longer have their kids or friends or teammates. Just incredibly powerful. And we feel really lucky to be able to do this work because we believe in it that much.
So let's go over some of the numbers. How many student athletes have you been involved in to get them screened? And then how many of whom had a heart condition that was detected by the ECG?
In our program's history for Who We Play For with our affordable heart screening program, we've screened around 170,000 student athletes across the country. We've had over 160 kids identified with deadly heart conditions, kids that passed every sports physical, kids that had cardiac ablation surgery, and a huge majority of those kids were able to return back to play after some sort of medical intervention. What the flaws of us, what we're doing is we don't have all the data on every kid that was flagged. So that's something we're working on. People self-report back what happened. But when we screen 100 kids, 2 to 3% are typically flagged for follow-up.
So that 160, is that what the number was?
Yeah, over 160.
Those are lives saved. Potentially
wild, right?
Lives saved because of getting an ECG.
That's about as many kids as we graduated with at Cocoa Beach High School. It's an insane number. It's just the number will never do justice to the emotion behind it, but it's pretty wild.
So we are seeing a number of local school districts require an ECG test before a student athlete can take the field, can even practice. It's great to see, but why do you think this has been adopted this late in the game, if you will, because it's not some new technology?
Exactly. This concept has been debated in America for like 50 years. Other countries, Italy, Israel, Japan, do this. In Italy, they reduced cardiac death by 90% in student athletes because every kid gets an ECG. The guy who created that policy, Dr. Antonio Policia, he's on our medical advisory team, and he just shakes his head at the idea that America's still debating this. In our country, we haven't reduced sudden cardiac death by 1 percentage point. Billions of dollars spent on AEDs and CPR. Great public health investment, saved a ton of lives. But the problem is so big, we haven't even reduced it by a percentage point because we're waiting to react when someone dies from sudden cardiac arrest. And then there's a 3-minute drill to bring them back to life. And that's insane. So who we play for's movement and mission is let's get to the root of the issue. Let's eliminate the need to go into sudden cardiac arrest and find a hero to save you with an AED and CPR. Those strategies are important, but we got to think about the heart screening part. Why is this happening now? I think there's been a coalition building for decades. Who we play for is a part of a much larger coalition, Parent Heart Watch, of parents who stayed at this for so long, relentlessly, because they just believe that other parents shouldn't have to go through what they did. And I think technology has improved, so it's made it a little easier to do telehealth stuff like Who We Play For's heart screening. And also the interpretation, it's called the international criteria for how you read student athletes has improved. So the false positive rate, which 50 years ago people thought would be 30, 40% for this, is now more like 1 to 3%. And compared to any screening tool, those are fantastic numbers.
Yeah. Take us through the process, because I think you hear ECG and you're thinking, oh, I got to go and make a hospital visit, and it's a whole process. But the technology, as you mentioned, has certainly improved. So take us through the process, how long it takes, et cetera.
Yeah, so for the Who We Play For program, the way it works is we come to the schools during the school day and after schools if the schools want it. And we make it stupid simple for parents to sign up online or register with their school. When they sign up online, the kid will show up, we'll screen them. It takes about 3 minutes. If they did sign up online, it's all inputted. And then after the screening, which is non-invasive, painless, put stickers on the chest. Girls can even keep their shirts on and they're only screened by girls. It's sent to the cloud. And in this case, we have pediatric cardiologists, the leaders of pediatric cardiology at both Nemours and Advent Health in Central Florida, who are reading these ECGs. And then the low risk results are delivered within a few days. And the abnormal results, which is 2 to 3%, get a phone call and an email with all the info they'll need. So very simple, very cost effective. Who We Play For charges $20, where it used to be thought that this would cost $150. That's why we can't do this, America. It's way too expensive. So we thought, but the Who We Play For program has proven that this can be done cost effectively. And thank God, because when the families can't afford the $20, because of the Rest in Peace Trent Taylor Foundation, because of Advent Health, because of Nemours, because of Who We Play For's fundraising, we have a pot of money that goes only to pay for those kids. No kid will ever be turned away.
Now, someone else involved in Who We Play For, Brevard County native and News 6 reporter Molly Reed. Molly's going to join us right after this. Stay with us.
This is The Weekly on ClickOrlando.com with Justin Warmoth.
Welcome back as we continue to talk about Who We Play For, a Brevard County nonprofit pushing to make it a requirement for student athletes to get a heart screening before taking the field. It's a movement close to the hearts of many, including Satellite Beach native and News 6 reporter Molly Reed.
So I grew up in Satellite Beach, which is just south. Everyone knows of Cocoa Beach. So if you're in the soccer community in Brevard County, everyone knows each other. It's very close knit. So I will not age Evan, but I am a couple years younger than him, and Rafe Macaron. So when Rafe passed away, I mean, I was a little bit younger, but I completely understood what was going on. It rattled our community completely. I knew it was something that I definitely wanted to get involved in, but while they were kind of doing the research and figuring it out, I was still playing and being a high schooler and stuff. So when we all got up to Florida State finally at the same time, that's kind of when I started actually getting really involved with Who We Play For, just because again, it's something, as a student athlete, as, someone who grew up with this group of, people, it just shocked you. You didn't even think that this was something that could happen. And so when it does, it's just crazy. It's mind blowing. So I knew it was something I wanted to get involved in. So when we got to Florida State, started, helping them out and just seeing where it is today compared to those years in like the early, 2010s, it was like 2012, I guess. It's just crazy. I mean, it's blown up and now it's national, and it's wild.
Other than time playing a role in that, why do you think it has become what it is today over the course of the last decade? Is it because more people are unfortunately seemingly healthy and then collapsing at practice or collapsing in a game, and more people, and that's resonating more? Do you think that could be a factor?
I think it's probably resonating more. I will say, the people who are working on these things, we have parents who have lost their kids, parents who have had kids just collapse from sudden cardiac arrest and like thankfully, survived. But it's word of mouth essentially. I mean, so I can give you kind of an example of like what one of the first times it really shocked me was we were in college, and so there's this huge umbrella organization called Parent Heart Watch, and it's all these, parents who come in, they've lost their kid, and they are trying to fight this. They're trying to raise awareness and things like that. So us college kids, I mean, I remember that year, I think it was my junior year in college, begging my parents not to give me money to go to spring break, but to actually give me money to fly out to Arizona to go to this conference instead. So I didn't do spring break. I did this instead. And so we went out to this conference, and you just see all this. And because it keeps happening, this organization is growing and growing and growing. But the people we have on board are so passionate that they will literally die, to do this and to fight for this and to, go through and try to, fight and get the word out and stuff like that.
And almost convince, like, it feels like it's almost like you got to convince these school boards or districts or even counties to put this into place and to make this a requirement. And that's been the challenge, I think, we are seeing. But the promising thing is, and especially for some of our local counties, a number of them have made this a requirement. On top of the physical, you must pass the ECG. And I think that, as on a personal note, that's got to feel good that your work and your passion is coming to fruition.
Yeah, I mean, so the other month, it was just like last month, we got Orange and Volusia County to do that on the same night. Mm-hmm. And I think all of us were just watching these like school board meetings, which everyone knows if you've gone to a school board meeting, they're like 6 hours long. So we're like watching these meetings, and it's like getting late. And we just finally, Volusia votes for it. And I think we were all just watching this shocked. I mean, just how did we manage to do two huge, massive school districts in one night? It was crazy, but it is the fight. And, just the system in general, I mean, this has been a huge fight. For example, the American Heart Association at first didn't really understand what we were doing. It's a portable, EKG machine. We're going in, we're doing this. And so that was the fight at first itself. And then we finally got all these cardiologists on board to push and really say, no, what we're doing, it's working, it's happening. So that was where the fight first started like 10 years ago. Now we're here and we're like fighting in these school districts to do this. And we have teams of parents again who are going to these school districts, every school board meeting, talking to them, driving up to Tallahassee every week to talk to these committees to try to get, legislation passed. It is a huge time consuming fight, but again, so many people are passionate about it now that, it's happening. It's crazy to watch.
To be like on the front lines, if you will, and to be pushing this ECG and to make that a requirement for these student athletes, to be front and center, can you give us some perspective on what the pushback or why a county or even the state would not make this, it's seemingly a no-brainer almost? I mean, this is saving lives going through this testing.
Yeah.
Why has there been so much resistance?
Money. And then doesn't that seem to be the answer to everything? It's always the financials. But, I couldn't tell you the exact dollar amount that each school district would cost because it's different every school district. But, they don't want to put a little bit of money forward. But at the end of the day, they also have to look at, we're charging $20 per student. And, if you go to the hospital, it's usually like $400 to $500 sometimes, especially if you don't have insurance to get an EKG done. So really we're saving the families money, but the school districts, it is a pushback a little bit financially, but, and they don't understand because it's like, as much as I hear the terms like, sudden cardiac arrest, SCA, and, things like that, not everyone knows. They think, oh, it's a heart attack or something like that. And then it'll happen to a professional athlete and they're like, oh, heart attack. No, it's like a totally different thing.
Can you explain the difference though? Because I think that's something that I've seen as well, is that people just, they morph the two together, the sudden cardiac arrest and a heart attack, and think it's the same thing. It's not.
Yeah. I'm not a doctor, so I can't go into the actual valves and stuff, but, from my understanding, sudden cardiac arrest is usually occurring more so when you're active. And you don't even have to be, running, you can be walking. Whereas a heart attack, you can be usually at a resting state. But sudden cardiac, that's why we see it in athletes. That's why we're really working with student athletes. One of the most recent ones, I don't know if you saw this, was a former Florida State all-star basketball player, Michael Ojo. He actually just passed away last year, and it was coming out as, a heart attack or something like that, but it was sudden cardiac arrest, which was in just another person we were like, oh my gosh, that we know firsthand. I was in all these classes with him at Florida State and everything, who has passed away from this. So yeah, I think it's usually, that's why we're seeing it in more athletes. It's usually when you're active, but again, you can just be walking. You don't even have to be running down the court. There's plenty of people who walk.
And I think what's crazy too, is that this is not something that, you have symptoms, you can catch it essentially. It's like the only thing that can kind of catch this is getting that EKG, and because all of a sudden it hits you, and it's not like a gradual thing. It's just boom, hits you like that. I think that's the scary part of it.
It definitely is. You don't have symptoms, and I can tell you an example of one that was really scary. It's her name is Lexi Sema. She actually went to Vieira, and she was going to the gym. She was going, I think, to Health First, one of the gyms over there in Vieira, and she was getting on the treadmill, and she's running, and next thing she knows, she's in the hospital. She wakes up in the hospital. So I talked to her, and I was like, what do you remember from it? Things like that. She doesn't even remember walking into the gym that day. She's like, it's something happened to her body where she's just like, maybe it was the trauma, related where you forget the incident, but she's like, I just don't remember anything. And I asked her, I was like, did you ever feel something before? And she's like, absolutely not. These are athletes. You would know usually if you're running, if you're doing anything, if you feel uncomfortable, there's nothing. And that's why it's scary. And we have to do these heart screenings so that we know.
And there's hope legislation will get passed next session that makes getting an ECG a requirement for student athletes in every county in the state of Florida. We'll be closely watching that. For more information on who we play for, just head to clickorlando.com/weekly. I'm Justin Mormith. Hope you have a great Sunday.